8 Cholesterol-raising foods. Cholesterol is a substance that is present in our body. It forms part of the cell membranes and is necessary for the synthesis of some hormones, bile and nerve tissue. However, when cholesterol levels in the blood are high, hypercholesterolemia can occur, a risk factor for other cardiovascular diseases. If we assume that a person has high cholesterol levels, they should modify their diet and avoid or reduce the consumption of cholesterol. 1. Whole milk products. Caja points out that although milk is rich in saturated fats, which play an essential role in raising cholesterol, dairy products do not play as much a part in the rise as other foods, although it is advisable to replace whole products with semi-skimmed or skimmed dairy products enriched with fat-soluble vitamins. Some examples of whole milk products are whole milk, cream, butter and margarine. 2. Cheeses. The IMEO indicates that there is a great difference in the nutritional composition of some cheeses, and Caja adds that depending on the milk and the type, the cheese can have more or less cholesterol. In a clinical study, the consumption of cheese increased cholesterol levels in the blood when compared to the use of tofu, but it was much lower than the use of butter. 3. Red meat. Red meat, beef, veal, lamb, is rich in cholesterol and saturated fat. IMEO's specialists recommend that, in addition to not abusing their consumption, it is advisable to choose lean cuts and eliminate as much visible fat as possible. In addition, the technique we use for cooking is also important, so we should choose those that do not provide too much extra fat. 4. Cold cuts and sausages. These products, in addition to having an excess of salt, have high proportions of saturated fat and cholesterol, so they are not optimal if what we want is to reduce them. In fact, Caja points out that they favor the reduction of HDL cholesterol levels, known as good cholesterol, and the increase of total cholesterol in the blood, and, therefore, their consumption increases the risk of developing coronary diseases. They should be avoided especially by hypercholesterolemics. 5. Viscera. The viscera provide vitamins A, D, and B12 and minerals such as copper and potassium. However, the IMEO experts point out that they must be consumed in great moderation as their cholesterol and saturated fat content is very high. 6. Sugar, sweetened products, industrial bakery products and ultra-processed products. Often, products with high concentrations of sugar are also high in saturated and trans fats. In addition, when there is abundant sugar in the bloodstream, the effect of LDL cholesterol, known as bad cholesterol, is more aggressive. With regard to industrial bakery products, the IMEO specifies that they have a lot of sugar, refined flours and saturated fats, and are very rich in hydrogenated or trans fats, whose effect on increasing cholesterol is even more important. Finally, ultra-processed products share everything described in this section and also have a tremendously addictive flavor that makes us eat them compulsively and favor the increase of cholesterol. 7. Eggs. Eggs have been a product that has traditionally been banned, but this is under discussion, explains Caja, who indicates that the yolk contains a high percentage of cholesterol, while the white is exempt, and therefore the elimination of the yolk from the diet of individuals with high cholesterol has been recommended. However, in a study carried out on women in France, it was found that egg consumption is not linked to increased cholesterol and diseases that may be associated with it. 8. Seafood. Like the egg, shellfish is a different case from the previous ones, as they are nuanced by the IMEO. It is true that some, such as crayfish, shrimps or prawns, have high amounts of cholesterol in their composition. However, their moderate consumption has no reason to be harmful at a cardiovascular level. This is because they are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids with a cardioprotective function, they conclude. Now, I want you to know a secret to fighting cholesterol through a special video. This video reveals a little-known secret to fighting cholesterol plaque, once only available to the rich and famous. You're about to learn how. Completely clean out the plaque buildup in your arteries, lower your cholesterol to a healthy level and increase your physical and mental energy to levels you didn't think possible. All by cutting out just one hidden ingredient I didn't even know I was consuming. Look at the video in the description.